My mother taught my father, who had a third-grade education, how to read and write. He worked for a construction company. Often my brothers and I helped my father at his construction site. But working all day with my hands, doing back-breaking labor, sometimes outside in the hot sun or the freezing cold, wasn't for me. When I was not working or going to school, I would hang with my boys, Ricardo, Manny, Butch, El, Lil John, Gil, and Biggie Wig. We'd gone to the same schools, Parkwood Grade School, then Glenville High. When Ricardo said they were going to Kent State, I decided that I'd go too, and I applied. When I told my mother that I wanted to go to college, she said, "Baby, you're going to be something." Her vote of confidence meant everything to me. It was a big deal for me to be accepted to Kent State. I was the first person in my family to go to college. Attending Kent was school. I had never lived away from home, and being around a group of people who didn't look like me exposed me to new things. I had a lot of great experiences and learned that the world was bigger than 112th Street in Cleveland. One day, I was home for a visit. My mother called me into the kitchen and sat me down at the table. She read a letter to me from my school. I had flunked out of Kent State University. It took me completely by surprise. I was on academic probation, but I didn't think they were going to put me out just like that. My routine was to drop a class if I was not performing well, to avoid failing. It turned out that in doing so, I had not accumulated enough credits. I sat there with my mother crying. I'm telling you this story because if you don't know already, you'll soon learn that life can be a four-letter word. You can be cruising along one day with everything going well, and then the next day you lose your job. You found out that you have a serious health problem. You get evicted, or you unexpectedly lose a loved one. It's just a part of life. There's no way you're going to make it out of this world without spending some time down in the valley or in a dark place. But this isn't the time to give up. This is the time to understand that God is trying to lead you to your purpose and to your gift. Use adversity to your advantage. Don't let it stop you. Instead, allow it to take you to the next level. Allow it to teach you the things you need to know to take you to the next level. My father always said, "Ain't no lesson like a bought lesson." I was 19 and had failed big time in flunking out. A lot of my peers at school wrote me off. One guy said, "Man, you don't know how to finish nothing." And some others made it clear that they thought I wouldn't amount to much. It was tough to be hit with a failure like that so early in adulthood. If I had not been careful, it could have defined the rest of my life. The thing about me, though, is that I immediately try to find the one glimmer of light in the darkness. No matter what happens to me, there has got to be a glimmer of light. I may not see it right away, but I am very optimistic. I interpreted my situation as, I failed at college. There must be a reason. What can I learn from this? What can I gain from this? I don't know any successful people who haven't failed. They probably wouldn't be who they are or where they are without those failures. Failures make you who you are. They show you what you can overcome. They help you believe in yourself. During adversity is not the time to sit there and lick your wounds. Don't give up on your dream. Accept that life is a series of ups and downs, and that you will overcome the obstacles. When successful people are going through adversity, they quickly put it in their rearview mirror and reframe the story. Let's consider a resignation. Behind the scenes, two business partners don't see eye to eye on how to run their operations. The infighting is tearing the company apart. One person decides to leave. Here's how he may choose to frame it. I have spent 20 wonderful years working with Bob, who has a great business mind. I have learned a great deal from working for this impressive organization and from Bob's astute business practices. However, I have decided to move on to a new company